Hey, overcomers, and welcome back to my channel. I am Yvonne Bentley, faith coach, helping us to unchain our minds so that we can begin to see our world change around us. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome on in to the family while we journey along in helping Israel to discover their true identity, for it's the only way to discovering and accessing real liberty. So, you see the topic. Are you in covenant with this demon? Are you in covenant with this demon? I want to share this first. When it comes, when you are the one in your family that sticks out and you have awakened, and so anyone who may know, the battle is real at first. The battle is real. You battle with a lot of fear of what are they going to think, that I believe different, that I speak different. But then the more and more you get to the Most High and understanding the truth, this boldness starts to rise in you. And when it's time for you to speak truth, that's what you do. You stand in it because you realize how others not knowing the truth is literally killing them. It's hurting them. And it hurts me to my heart. So I was speaking to a loved one, and what I allow when someone says something to me or kind of come against me, I allow it to be my motivation. I allow it to push me more to Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of Yah and all of his righteousness, and everything else to be added unto me. Well, let me just share. I used to be in covenant. You see the picture. I used to be in covenant with this demon for some time. I was in a relationship with it for over 30 years, to be honest. And this is the demon that our slave masters have taught us when they twisted what the word really says. So, this demon has been going in our family generation after generation, and it is a generational curse. And I could tell you that some side effects from operating and being in covenant with this demon is operating from a Jezebel spirit, having a religious mindset, slave mentality, and not taking accountability and living off that good old fake grace message, right? How I can continue to live my life a certain way and not apply change, right? So I was having a conversation with someone, and we were talking about someone past of what they, this thing that's been going around for 2 years, okay? Some things are going to be kind of coded, and you'll see why. So I was sharing with them, I said, I heard that person had passed, but I didn't know that it was that particular person they were talking about. And I told them, I said, this person was tolling because they said, they were going to get the thing that they are promoting to get because of the 19, right? The thing that goes in your arm. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. And I told them that this person was tolling back and forth. And they were questioning because they said, man, if this person done passed from the 19 and they had the thing in their arm, they were like, what's the point? So I told them, I said, I'm just going to be honest with you. The Most High is not going to have you tolling back and forth, right? Many of you may know that I did a video a little bit back, right? And I talked about how the Most High is the one who provides wisdom. And I said that instead of being corruptible, that the Most High is incorruptible. Well, when you look up the definition of the word incorruptible, it says not susceptible to corruption, especially by bribery. By bribery. What is being used behind this? I'm going to let y'all go along with your own understanding of that, okay? And so this person immediately tells me, well, I'm not going to tell anybody whether to get it or not. That's what I'm not going to do. Me not understanding why this person was so offended when I pretty much explained that I shared this with them and telling them, look, if you're toiling back and forth and you don't have peace about it, it's not the Most High. I'll kind of find out, obviously, this person is still kind of thinking about getting it. And so I told them, I said, you know what? Ezekiel 33 tells me that if I don't speak and open my mouth, that the blood is on my hand. If that's what you do, as far as whether you're not going to tell somebody not to move forward or not, I said I had to be obedient with what was impressed on me to share with this person. Then they said, well, if I get it, I'm just going to, ask God to protect me. I have a relationship with God. And I said, how contradicting if you know that this thing has harmed people, but you would still put it in your body and want God to. I said, God does give us, He will still give us grace. The Most High will give us grace because of the fact, let me tell you why we will get grace. Because we have been taught to be in covenant with this demon versus who the Most High really is. So we've been twisted a lot. And so a lot of us are being destroyed specifically because of the fact that we do not know who we are. Let me share something with you all. Some of you may know that I am really big on holistic health. I have really come to the understanding that the Most High has put everything in the earth realm that we need. The Most High is the source that provides all of the resources, but we must be mindful and know what we should put in our body and what we should not put in our body. But call me crazy, but I do believe the Most High is my provider, my source, my Father. I'm a daughter of the Most High, and for whatever reason, I just don't believe that my Father would want me to put something in my body that's going to cause me any harm. That's anything. You have these pharmaceuticals, these medications that say, take this, this will help this. However, this and that is going to happen. I do not believe that we should be putting anything in our body that's going to cause harm. This is the reason why I have not eaten meat for 6 months. This is the reason why I continue to research more and level up. And I've studied to show myself approved and knowing even the type of foods that I eat. And the less that I put man-made stuff in my body, that my body continues to heal. I continue to be more in tune with the Most High. My thoughts change, the way my perspective of life, things change. Why am I sharing all of this? Because of the fact that we don't know who we are. We keep dying. They have been lying to us and we keep dying. And because of the fact that we do not understand that most of us raised from religion, Christianity background, that we have not been taught who the true Messiah is in the Messiah ways. But we are being in covenant with a demon who we say is telling us to put this stuff in our body, but this demon is helping to kill us off. I want us to be free and to really walk into our identity. There is more I'm going to be sharing. But we must understand that when we do not know who we are, we continue to come into agreement with these things and we play a part in our own demise instead of us being able to rise, and we continue to perish through the lack of knowledge. This is all I'm going to say for now. Please go ahead and take a look at these next videos I've added to enlighten you on some things. You can also click the link in the description box. And for more deep understanding, listen to my podcast topic, Not the Christ. Jesus who? Not the Christ. Click the link. I go into depth more. We continue to come into agreement with things that are not best for us because of some of us are in covenant with this literal demon. I love y'all, overcomers. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and talk to you guys in the next video.
About DNA, we're talking about genetics. We are literally talking about the genome and how we are made to truly be immortal, y'all. We are gods on this earth, whether we want to deal with that fact or not. And I think that, so-called African Americans hate to deal with that fact because it gives you a level of responsibility. And now you have to be held accountable for all the things that you be doing out here. Once you realize that you a god, then it's going to be like, okay, dang, well, I know God got a live it, not a diet, but I know God got a meal plan. So now you finna have to change to eat that meal plan. Dang, I know God dressed a certain way. He wouldn't be out here just dressing like this. So now you got to change the way you dress. I know God wouldn't be listening to these certain type of harmonic frequencies. Now you got to change the music you listen to. Dang, I know God wouldn't just lay down and procreate with anything. Now you're going to have to make conscious choices to live above and not live below. And I think it's the true reason why we fray away from being who we truly are, because deep within, how you feel deep within, you feel that superior DNA and that superior constitution and integrity of your flowing through you. You feel all of them angelical forces flowing through your blood. You just been denying it purposely. You've been purposely denying who you are because you don't want to accept the responsibility that comes with being one of the original God-like beings here on this earth. You see that? Because at this point, you're responsible for the whole earth. You're responsible for actions that you do, other people's actions. You see what I'm saying? It says audio sound like an intercom. It's called carbon chain constituents. Of course, I'm going to have more sugar in my blood than you have in your blood because I'm made of nothing but sugar. Or you got high blood pressure is the number one amongst African Americans. How about that I produce more adrenochrome than you? Because I'm naturally in a state of fight or flight because we ain't supposed to fucking be here. So of course my blood pressure is going to be high. Then you start looking at the stats and you start looking at how we are actually put up against 40-year-old Caucasian men when we go to the hospitals and when we go to the doctors, and you wonder why we twice as sick. Because we need to create our own charts. We need to create our own hospitals. We need to create our own education systems. We have to create our own because we are biologically, biochemically different. That's all. We are different. And we can't no longer be treated like we're a 40-year-old Caucasian white man. We can't. Because we totally different. And that's the reason why we dying. That's the reason why the medicine is not working. That's the reason why the pharmaceutical companies are killing us left and right. That's the reason why we are dying, y'all, because we are being treated like we are Neanderthals and we're not. You are not a Neanderthal. You don't come from a Neanderthal. You don't have no chromosomes that share any chromosomes with a Neanderthal. You don't come from rhesus monkeys. You don't come from canine blood. You don't come from werewolves.